Good evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants, and of course I am your host, your YouTube messiah, often imitated, never duplicated superstar Tim Vincent. We are going over RAW this week. Was in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, you idiot. And well, before we do, just like always, we're gonna switch gears and talk about last week via the SmackDown Rewind and the big highlights from last week's SmackDown. Excuse me. The show started off with Charlotte versus Asuka. Now, Asuka, first things first, she's been in the news site, been on the news sites as of all day, circulating across the news sites as of today, the day of this recording, because she put out some pretty heavy comments about media and stardom. I'm not going to say one thing or another on it. Again, that's that person's perspective from working in that company. No different than if me and my best friend were both working at Burger King. I could have had the time of my life working there. They could have had it could have been an absolute living hell for them. They get fired, we both get fired for whatever reasons, and then we're like, I can't really complain. Dude, it sucked. You know? It's a matter of perspective. That's on how I chalk it up to. But either way, as far as this match, man, Charlotte and Asuka, they just meshed together so fucking well. I can't put that over enough. You know, I'd say they go together about as well as peanut butter and chocolate, but that would be an insult to peanut butter and chocolate. And just, good God, even their most moderate and mediocre stuff, which, and I'm saying that very loosely because, you know, even that is still freaking amazing and good. And I love it. You know, I can't think of a bad match that they have had. And I'm talking like one be like, yeah, you know, I'm losing interest. Let me just go, I'm going to play on Twitter for a minute. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Like that kind of lose interest. Like, as in bad. Now, the match ended in a double disqualification when Bayley came out, started yelling at Bayley came out, and then EO came out of nowhere, did a double drop kick onto both Asuka and Charlotte, and then Damage Control proceeded to do a beatdown on both of them. And I am praying to the gods on high that it's just my very overactive, overthinking brain overthinking, and that noticing Dakota Kai was ringside but did not participate in the ass whooping nor got in the ring yet, so I'm hoping that doesn't mean that she's not medically cleared to compete yet, but is okay to be ringside. Either way. Next up, we had AJ Styles versus Karrion Kross, and yeah, you know, I can't even argue with the really cheap labor guys doing the lighting, because how this is going is pretty much my reaction watching it, like, yeah, okay, that happened. Yeah. Moving forward, LA Knight, yeah, had a match against Top Dollar, and well, you know, I'm pretty sure the WWE feud of the year for 2023 is going to be Michael Cole versus Top Dollar, simply because of the constant burn, because of all the consistent burns Cole keeps throwing at him, not anytime he's on TV. And I'm going to say this about that. Let me say this about that. Everyone that wants to keep complaining, well, they brought this person back, they've been back for this amount of time, that amount of time, they haven't done nothing with them yet, blah, blah, blah. It sucks. Listen, not everyone can be main eventers. Not everyone can be the main event. Not everyone can be world champion, unfortunately. But, again, they chose to go there. They know opportunity. You go, you work your ass off. You fight to get your opportunity. Not only that, it's a lot steadier of a paycheck. Guaranteed, you're getting a steady, guaranteed paycheck as opposed to what you're getting on indies, if anything at all. And I'm just saying, because this is the business brain of me thinking. Because, God forbid, you look at the wrestling business like a fucking business. Right? So, yeah. LA Knight got the win. Now, they're hinting towards a Knight Miz kind of feud. They showed a little bit of that on Raw last week. Knight trash talked Miz some that night. On Friday, Miz said some stuff. This past Monday, I don't know. We might be getting it soon. That said, moving forward, next up we had Austin Theory defending his coveted United States Championship. It was supposed to originally be against Santos Escobar, but earlier in the night, Theory took Santos out, and Ray looked at Pierce like, I'll go in. I can do it. It's like, okay. Well, it's official, which, by the way, WWE shop, we really need some Adam Pearce It's Official merch. Come on, you're sitting on a potential gold mine. Give the guy a t-shirt. Even if it's just have it say, it's official. You know? You gave John Laurinaitis a shirt. Why not give Adam Pearce? Just saying. So, decent enough match. Ray got the win, so you're a winner and new United States Champion. See, I started talking about something good. The labor guys work with me. Rey Mysterio. So now, SmackDown ended with Roman Reigns coming out for pretty much like a Hail to the Tribal Chief type ceremony, where to praise and acknowledge the fact that he won Tribal Combat and is still your Tribal Chief. And then, Wise Man, where is Jimmy Uso? Where is he? Where's Jim at? Jimmy! Oh, there he is. And then Jimmy comes out through the crowd. You know, I'm not going to lie, Jimmy. I owe you one. Whatever you want, it's yours. Money, it's yours. You want a new car? You want a boat? You want a yacht? It's yours. Man, I don't want none of that. Alright, no problem. Well, you want power? You want power? Make you the new right-hand man. Make you main event Jimmy Uso. Wise Man, does that not have a good ring to it? Man, I don't want that either. And then just as Jimmy was about to say to Roman why he did what he did, Jay comes out, looking all sorts of mad, and then gets up in his brother's face. You damn well better explain what you did before I kick 37 years of brotherhood right off your face. And then Jimmy just looks at him. I did it to save you. I couldn't let you win. I couldn't let you become what he is. Power corrupts, man. And I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I let you go down that road. And then Roman is laughing. And if there was ever a time to say, I told you so. So, Jay, acknowledge me. Wham! Gets popped with a super kick. Solo comes at him. And then Jay takes out Solo. Roman then hits him with a Superman punch. Gets ready to size him up for a spear. Jay stops, hits him with a spear, and then gets on the mic. Jimmy! As Jimmy's walking away. Come here! Calling him back. Looking, it's going to be an ever so loving brotherly embrace. Brothers can't break that forever bond that they have. Bam! Popped him with a super kick. And then just yells into the camera. That's it, I'm out. I'm out the bloodline, I'm out of SmackDown, I'm out of WWE. Deuces, and then leaves. So I'm guessing on Wednesday we're probably going to get a Joshua Fatu is All Elite sign? Maybe. I don't know. Either way, that is it for SmackDown. So with that said, let's get into this week's show. Raw, Winnipeg, you idiot. Yeah, you idiots. It starts out with the Judgment Day coming down, addressing, basically airing out their dirty laundry. They got some issues they're trying to deal with. It's just Dom, Priest, Rhea, and saying, Finn can't be out here. And then JD comes out. Whoa, listen. I talked to Finn. Finn said everything's all cool. He's just getting himself ready for his match later tonight against Cody. And then Priest gets up in JD McDonagh's face, which is saying something because JD's a human fucking Funko Pop with a giant watermelon head. Which is saying something because I got a big ass fucking watermelon head. Basically trying to get him to shut the hell up and get the hell out of Dodge. And then Sami then comes out, gets up in JD's business because what JD did last week to him. And they did address the giant lump on him. He gave him a really bad, I think they said something around with some kind of really bad bruising where something swelled out on his elbow. But that was it, yeah. So then them two start brawling and then it turns into a match. So we get into our first match of the night. The human Funko Pop JD McDonagh versus Sami Zayn. And like I said, it had the little bit of the brawl and the promo. And then as far as the match went, JD, he was working on Sami's elbow and he was leading the entire way of the match. So yeah. Now Finn came out near the end of the match, not like in a run interference kind of way, just casually walked out. Oh, don't mind me, just watching. And then as the match is going on, it gets near the end. McDonagh goes for a moonsault. Sami counters it, puts his knees up, gets up on McDonagh, then backs all the way off into the opposite corner. Finn gets on the apron, Sami decks him, then runs over, pops McDonagh with a haluva kick for the 1, 2, 3. So your winner, Sami Zayn. Next up, we got Giovanni Vinci going against Gable, and there was a little bit of a promo beforehand because Gunther came out to address Gable being his next challenger for his Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. And Gable then basically said, I can do it. You doubt me? I took you to the limit before. I took you to the limit. You gave me 5 minutes. I lasted. What's that say? Basically. So then we got, so now that we got Giovanni Vinci going against Gable. And there was some really good solid work here. A lot of nice back and forth. I really dug the hell out of this. And guys, seriously, come on. Cheap labor, man. This is why I say hire union workers. See what I mean? Anyways, decent match. I thought it was good. Gable got the win doing the, they call it that rolling deadlift German suplex he does. They call it Chaos Theory 1, 2, 3. After that, Gunther gets on the mic, starts blasting on how it's a disgrace, he's a joke, especially that giant looking goof right next to him. Goof of a friend he's got right next to him, referring to Otis. And what cracked me up, and you gotta have sharp ears and a good eye for detail to notice it, when Otis gets mad, he doesn't go and get like, oh, I'm not goofy looking or anything, he just does, friend! Like, dude, you're getting mad because he said you're his friend? It's almost like with Star Wars when Leia said you scruffy looking nerf herder, and Han Solo just looked like, what are you calling scruffy looking? I'm just, that's me. That tickled me pink. Either way, now we got Gunther versus Otis, and man, this was meat. I would say this was meat slapping me, but this was just Gunther giving a ass whooping. He was giving Otis a coming to Jesus meeting. And if you've never had a coming to Jesus meeting, you obviously did not make you obviously never pissed your parents off. for those that don't know, a coming to Jesus meeting is when your parents give you an ass whooping so bad you're praying to Jesus to make him come down to make it stop. Either way, Gunther gave Otis that kind of a one, and then he ended it when Otis, quick 5-second comeback, was going to do the worm. Gunther, boom, popped him with a boot to the face and then powerbombed him. Gunther powerbombed Otis, the big 300+ pound tree trunk of a man. Yeah. So, Gunther, not somebody you want to fuck with. Next up, we got the Viking Raiders taking on Riddle, and, well, Riddle said he signed up for it before finding a tag partner, and then asked Drew McIntyre, hey, if I can't find anyone, do you want to tag with me? Well, if you can't find anyone, I'll tag with you. But good luck finding someone. So then just as it looks like it's about to be a 2-on-1 handicap, McIntyre then comes out to be his partner. Riddle's pretty much punching bag the whole time. McIntyre gets the hot tag. Riddle then comes back in at some point to do some action. Works on Ivar, and then McIntyre does the Claymore to Eric for the 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Then we see later on a backstage moment between McIntyre, Drew, and the New Day, who, yes, they had chairs in their hands because you never know what's going to happen, and said, you two are going to say you're a great tag team when you've only had one team up? What? The absurdity! The insultiveness of it! Good sirs, this will not stand. So they issued a challenge, and next week we're going to have a match with them. Next up we got... had to take some heart pills for this one. Rhea Ripley versus Indi Heartwell. Two of Aussie's finest. And definitely a down under joke, but not gonna make it. Nope. We are fully professional and do not resort to such tasteless senses of humor. But if you get the joke, but if you know what I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking, and either way, Rhea Ripley versus Indi Heartwell. Decent match. Rhea was pretty much woman handling Indi the entire time. And I say it was decent more so because of the aftermath from the match. The storytelling afterwards was Rhea got the win doing the riptide, but during the match, she went after Candice LeRae, who was with Indi as well. And then Indi and Candice proceeded to get the upper hand, doing a quick 2-on-1 attack on Rhea, and then walked off. So they walked off looking good and strong, so to say. So now we come to Trish Stratus, the living holy embodiment of hot Canadian MILFs, going against the the man, Becky Lynch. You know, I really got to dig through some of my old college papers, I swear. Once I find that thesis I wrote in college about Canada's second greatest export, their first being maple syrup, but their second greatest export being drop-dead gorgeous women wrestlers, I swear, I'm going to put it out there on Twitter for everyone to see. So Trish versus Becky had some good action, nice back and forth with Trish leading post-break. If I had to make a complaint about something, it wasn't so much about the match, it was about the fact of the crowd, man. Because it wasn't just this match. This match was where the straw that broke the camel's back for me. The crowd was like fucking flat throughout the entire show. And they did not give a flat performance tonight. It was not a bad show. It's just the crowd was just like fucking... It was like they were like... Yay. The whole time. Super quiet, like... Damn it. Fucking shit, man. You know, and all I could think is, if Vince wasn't getting spinal surgery and dealing with legal shit and between all that and the Fusion merger, all I could think is he'd probably be sitting there yelling, God damn it, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Can't they wake the fuck up? What the hell is wrong with them? God damn. Ugh. Fucking Canada, man. What the hell, pal? So anyways, the match ended in a double count out when both girls were fighting outside, which then led through the crowd and then up to a merch stand. And then just as Becky looked like she was about to have the upper hand, Zoe showed up out of nowhere to help lead to a 2-on-1 beatdown onto Becky. And then Pierce wound up saying to Trish, you're going to have a match again, this time in a solid steel cage, sorry. Either way, next up, now we come to main event of the night. Cody Rhodes versus Finn Balor. This had some really good back and forth at the start. Finn leading into the post break. Cody building up a comeback after I'm sorry, I got my words jumbled up. Finn was leading into the break with Cody building a comeback post break. I meant to say, sorry. And decent match. I thought it was good. You know, match came to an end when Rhea had the ref distracted. Priest went to go slide the briefcase in for Finn to use. It slipped right through Finn's legs, right behind him, and then went to Cody, and he just looked like... And it was like one of those, like that awkward moment in a horror movie where you know once you turn around, the killer's going to slash you. And he was like... And then turned around, Cody, wham! Cracked him with the case, and then hit him with the crossroads, 1, 2, 3, that was it. Then they proceeded to go and do a beatdown onto Cody. Then they were saved by one Samuel Zayn, who then proceeded to go and run interference with a chair, and then was stopped by again the human Funko Pop JD McDonagh. And then they had the numbers advantage. They took everyone out. They knocked out Cody. They took out Sami, and then the Judgment Day stood tall. Yay! So yeah. So with that said, folks, that is it for this week's show. So please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch some of the episodes when you can. Look for me on the Twitter at Tim Vicious. Also look for me on the threads, on that threads, John Tim Vicious on there as well. I'm trying to put some more stuff out there as I can, you know. Also, thank you to my executive producer, LeRae, who did provide the music for this week's show. Make sure y'all check him out. His music's out there on Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, all that good shit. Details are down below. Also, thank you to contributor of the show, LFC Laundry Fighting Championship. There are a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of MMA, and a whole lot of attractive women wearing a little bit of nothing. Also, LFC is on Tubi now. Tubi, so it costs $0 to watch. You cannot get any cheaper than $0. Also, folks, don't forget to check out whatevermaneuver.net for some vicious rants apparel. Help support the show. I got a kid getting ready to start up school in a few weeks. His birthday's coming up in a month, and then I got Christmas 3 months after that. Help support the show. Help me help you. Help you by helping me. And folks, don't forget to check out these cool ass cats on the Twitter. Can you kill ideas when subscribing? Say a Bolka RA, start your carry pants and dubs in your face. And like I always tell y'all, you know me great, you hate me.
So they atrophy, telling your friends Ali's batshit crazy, won't go to my sessions. Don't need